Hello to all my friends out there. So today I was working. I just got home. I have some ice cubes that I froze, but I did buy ice because I'm going to be up late and I want my drinks cold while I'm working. Generally during this part of the year, I sell stuff. I have a resale business, but since I was unable to buy like I generally do, now I will just buy for the rest of the year. And truthfully, right now, if you have money to buy, that's a good situation. So lunchtime. So once you know that you're probably, I bought this bread 50% off. Once you know that if you have a sandwich with a small fruit or a small vegetable that there's probably no way you're going to starve. You're going to be able to get by on that. In fact, you could survive on that. You really could. No. I want a little margarine on my bread. I think it tastes better. One of the things I stockpile is margarine in the freezer. I think I have to get some too. So this video is, wow, what if I do get myself caught in a depression? They say it's a recession when your neighbor doesn't have a job, and it's a depression when you don't have a job. So I guess you could say I was in a depression my entire life. So I do have some concept on what to do. Another thing is, it bears thinking, what if I should end up on the street? What if I was to end up with no roof over my head? Okay, the person, for whatever reason, like a disaster or something, the person who has given this, I bought this today, 99 cents. My mayonnaise was just getting too crummy. I thought I don't want to eat it, so I have to buy a new one. This is a big mayo for $1. So, you know, anything can happen. Anything can and will happen at the worst possible moment. And it's not the Peter Principle. It's Murphy's Law. I always get those messed up, and my son always goes, "No, Mom, that's Murphy's Law." I started putting more mustard on my sandwiches because I was watching these young girls, and they put a lot of mustard because they don't eat that much mayonnaise. And if you like mustard, that tastes really good. Okay, so now Dollar Tree, but I still haven't found the big ones yet. I have ham, but I don't have the big turkey. And actually, there's a hair. My hair has been falling out. What does that mean? I'm dying. So anyway, I like turkey lunch meat the best. Yeah, me and everybody else. That's why I can't find any. So this is 20 cents each when you buy it at Dollar Tree. So I bought 2. And so one piece is enough because I have pepper jack cheese from Walmart. So all my life, I used to go to McDonald's and buy a hamburger and drink a Diet Coke. But these days, I'm not so big on eating out. I probably could get away with it, but at my age, I don't think it's a good idea to. Why are these so blasted hard? Well, this is good. My stuff is not getting messed up. Okay, so I have a little pepper jack cheese. So I think the lunch meat is about 25 cents and the cheese is about 18 cents. So when I was raising my son, I mean, I never really thought about it, but I sent him to school with a meat and cheese sandwich all of his life because my dad told me to. So that's why I used to do that. And it worked out good. So, okay, so I have a little mayonnaise. I'm going to make this into a little salad on the side. So, you know, you say to yourself, okay, I have my freezer packed full of lunch meat. I bought my bread 50% off. So, you know, if things start getting really bad, chances are I'm going to be okay. That's the whole idea. Long month, short month, doesn't really matter because every day I eat a sandwich and a small fruit or a small vegetable for lunch. I'll go heavy on the tomato. Oops. And then in my freezer I have Parmesan cheese. Also, I forgot I want to put pickle relish on my sandwich. I have pickle relish that I'm eating down, but a little bit of pickle relish is good. So if you knew some kind of famine was coming, but you had stockpiled your freezer up, and then on the salads, it's like maybe two or three vegetables. It doesn't have to be that much, and this is a really good salad if you've never tried it. And if you don't have tomatoes, you can use, can I possibly find my balsamic vinaigrette dressing? Oh gosh. It's in there. I have to have it, but I can't find it at this minute. Okay, so now I have my tea. I have my sandwich, but I also made yesterday to go with my tea, my iced tea, a tasty little, I bought, look, yummy. I bought one of these mixes from Walmart for about 84 cents. It's blueberry muffins. And I use my evaporated milk. So the trick on these is don't overbake your bread. So it's depression, it's a recession. This is what I eat every single day. I'm not going to be too miserable. And I know I'm not going to starve. And we will get into that in 1 minute. All right, so there you go on that. Okay, so if a depression is evolving, because I can't really say, oh, you're in a depression until you've been in a recession for 3 years. Also, you know, when I was doing the V-shaped recovery, if you take a plunge, the V is only going to bring you back up to 0. Then you're going to have to go all the way up, and no telling how long that recovery is going to take. And if another thing is, people are fleeing California, and I don't blame them, but everybody I know who couldn't stand California, you know, was too miserable because our weather, as bad as it is, every time I go somewhere, it's very, very expensive. I want to fall on the ground and kiss the ground. So it's possible that this influx of homeless people could be due to some of these disasters and weather, but it could be a lame attempt to disrupt the status quo and make all the people with money leave. because some people think they're strong when they weaken the status quo. Venice Beach in California is a wreck. Okay, so now if a depression is coming, the most important thing we want to do is stockpile food. So my stockpiling of food has evolved, and one of the best ways to learn to do things is you just have to start doing it. So, you know, I bought all the big bags of rice and beans. But as of a few days ago, I went out to the dumpster and there was these 2 rather small boxes of canned food. And I said, really, that's enough food for about a month. Somebody was getting rid of it. So I thought the best thing to do is to stockpile cans. And then I stockpile dented packages and dented cans. And if you want to give some of your food away, the cans would be the best. I have the impulse to give some of my food away, but something stops me because things could get so much worse. And the trick to stockpiling is to stockpile a little bit each day. So I'll show you what I bought today. I bought this beef and vegetable soup. I gave one of these to a street guy. This is a nice little can of food. I bought this because when I went to the food bank, they gave us vegetable soup. And I bought this for $1 at Dollar Tree, but if you buy these cans of soup now, they're $1.48. So I'll probably get some more of those tomorrow. And I bought 1 can of pink salmon because one of the things I bought this at 99 cents only, $2.99. Remember I told you guys, there's a really good recipe on here. Let me give it to you. I told you guys when I went to the food pantry, they gave us the $8, I think it was $8 salmon. This is $4 salmon. But I buy this stuff all the time, and I can get about 4 meals out of that. One of the things we might expect to run out of, and I bought one of these small hams, 99 cents only. This is a good price on these little hams. I would say go to cans and meat and milk. And then 99 cents only had these really good chilies for $1. And then I bought this damaged package of, what is this? Baked Flats, Raisin Cinnamon for 50 cents. And I bought this box of cereal, marshmallow cereal. Pretty much, I eat any kind of cereal. I just eat it in the middle of the night. So this was 50 cents. This was 75 cents. And then I bought 2 of these because I can eat these in a month, in 6 months, and a year, and they're not going stale. Recently, I was eating some of the food I got at the food pantry when I was sick, and so the trick is you want the nutrition and you want the complete amino acids in your stored food. You want to store fish and nuts because those nutrients are not found in other foods. So stockpiling food is the most important thing to prepare. I'm going to cans, dented cans, and damaged packages. Number 2, earning a little extra money. Okay, today I bought this lovely clock. I wasn't planning on going to the thrift store because I really don't like to go to them, but I thought I'll stop in, and I got this for $12.99, and that's a little high on this clock. Now this clock is not in pristine condition, but it's in good condition, and I'm pretty sure it runs. I'm not sure, but I paid $12.99 for this clock, and so I will keep it, and then when I'm done with it, I will sell it. And then, you know, I was looking around and I found this beautiful dress, and so I said, never again. Look how cute. It's super cute. Never again. I'm done with the stupid clothes. They junk up the house. They make me insane. Look how pretty. And it's really pretty because it's fully lined and it has a built-in petticoat. And so this is a really expensive dress. It was made in China. Look at this cute back. I would wear this if I was a size 6. But and it's got pockets. I would sell this dress for $50, and I bought it for $1. So it's really cute. That is the stuff I look for. This, not so much, but I thought it would look nice. Okay, earning a little extra money. That could be anything. It could be collecting cans. It could be selling stuff around the house. Oh, number 2, make sure you have a car or a van, or a small motorhome would be better, but a cargo van would be good. And there's reasons for these vans and cars, so you can drive out of danger, or if you had to live in it, God forbid. So make sure and you know, you don't have to get that far to get out of harm's way, sometimes only 50 miles. I used to have these really awful cars, and I used to drive them to Las Vegas carefully. We always made it. Okay, number 5, move out of unsafe areas. Okay, this is what people are doing up around LA. You know, people with money saying, why should I live in this hole? You know, I can take my $1 million and I can go live in a tax-free state. I don't want to pay taxes for these people. I want to live in a state that has no state tax. I'm out of here. And so, you know, all the powers are being, they're going, you'll be back. Because this massive population of consumers is good for business. All right, number 6, prepare for a mini ice age. Just say to yourself, okay, I know the grand solar minimum is coming, so just like the stockpile, I will prepare for a grand solar minimum. Coats, camp stoves, and heaters, just to name a few preparations. Okay, now for your home or your dwelling. Make sure you can afford your home or your dwelling so you don't get kicked out of it at the worst possible time. And make sure if you're renting from a trustworthy person. You know, you're not just living your life and they go, okay, get out now, we want our apartment back. These kind of people are poison. And they always do things like this at the worst possible moment, because that's when their friends or their family needs an apartment. I have no patience for these people. I told you my son's best friend was murdered. These are the kind of people that are going to put you on the street, and for all they knew, I could have ended up on the street, and they don't care. But their bad karma will come back and bite them, I guarantee you. And when it does, I will report to you guys. All right, if you need roommates, get roommates, or if you need to be a roommate, arrange now before all this. Who knows what's going to happen, really? How do we know? And move, if like you're really broke, this is a bad option, a real bad option, but it is an option. Move to Mexico. Like a lot of people in San Diego, they do live in Mexico. I think living in Mexico would be a nightmare. I think living in Tecate would be my worst nightmare, but it would be better than living on the street. Okay, so now the sandwich and the small salad or small fruit came from this guy. I was trying unsuccessfully to help him. I was trying to get him to go to the food bank, and he wouldn't do anything to help himself. And so finally he found a park or a church or somewhere that gave him a sandwich and a small salad or a fruit and like a Coke. And like, I thought the guy was doing drugs, but he came out, and he could have been. He came out of it though within a few months after having just a sandwich and a fruit or a vegetable, and it was unbelievable. So if you have it into your mind, I'm going to have myself a sandwich and a fruit. And then the other one is beans, rice, and vegetables. And that story is the girl that went to Mexico. She went down to a polygamy compound, and there was no work. That can happen up here, no work. And a man came up and said, "Ma'am, your little girl is starving." He gave her a bag of rice, a bag of beans, and some vegetables, and told her to plant a garden. So you get the seeds out of your vegetables and you plant them, and you figure out how to harvest those vegetables so you won't starve. You can get rice and beans at Dollar Tree. So sandwich and small fruit or salad, beans, rice, and vegetables. Okay, now one thing you can do is buy food at Dollar Tree. I was just there today. That's where I bought this is a nice can of soup. And what I'm doing is I'm looking around for soup that I don't have. And it's got a flip top, which is really nice. Dollar Tree, burritos $1, 2 hamburgers part soy $1, canned food like chili and soup. That's what I really prefer to stockpile. Bread $1, top ramen, I think it's 6 for $1. 8 eggs for $1. Cereal $1. Better if you can find it for 50 cents. Cheese $1. Okay, I want to mention about the Dollar Tree cheese. It's a little 5-ounce cube for $1. And so if you buy 2, that's 10 ounces for $2. And it's not bad cheese, and 8 ounces is generally the $2 price. And then they have several kinds. That's a good cheese. Peanut butter, going back to nuts. 2 corn dogs for $1. Macaroni and cheese, the nice big box. Vienna sausages or potted meat, 2 for $1. 2 nutcrackers, those little ones. I gave one of those away to some street guy. Pasta, so you can make macaroni and cheese with your $1 cheese, and if you have milk, and rice and beans. So if you do have to buy some of your food with food stamps, if you do the dented cans, the damaged packages, and the dollar shopping, your food is going to go further, and you're not going to run out of food and starve, and you're going to learn how to do it. Okay, so now a long time ago when I first started YouTube, I did a video buy the big size. So yesterday I mentioned you want some chips and a Coke. So you don't buy the little chips, you buy the big, that's a big 10-ounce chips, and you buy this soda. Well, I don't like these chips and this soda that much. Yeah, that's true, but if you get used to doing this, say 90% of the time, you're going to have more food, you're going to have more snacks, and then I'm praying for you guys, and God is going to help you. All right, so now I have 7 cheap meal plans. Chili and hot dogs from Dollar Tree, pancakes, sausage, bacon, or eggs, top ramen and egg. What I do is I just cook the top ramen and then crack the egg on top. Soup, like this, and bologna sandwich, bean burrito, the big ones from Dollar Tree, corn dogs and tomato soup. You get 2 corn dogs for $1, Dollar Tree. Vegetable soup like this, and a potted meat sandwich. Okay, so now the last thing is give some daily, what if I was homeless? What if something caused me to lose my home? I want to think about this, so if it happens, I'm not going to be killed before I can take measures to protect myself. Okay, number one thing that would be good is get in your car and drive the heck out of the area if you have a car. Or, try to get out of the area. Okay, so now if you have a car, I did the car living, and I was watching car living videos, and what this younger guy did is he parked by some like little lake thing, and he had 30 cans of food in the back of his car, and I was assuming he was taking a bath. Like up here, Lake Murray, we have Lake Murray, I would not consider taking a bath. Or like Lindo Lake, no, that's not a good idea. But he was by a park, it was rather pleasant, he had food in the trunk. Okay, now another thing that I see on cheap RV living is it looks like too much exposure to the elements. OBK, because of the coronavirus now here, all the street people look really, really bad. They can't go in and get out of the sun, get out of the elements, but you have to prepare prior to, like I was walking around in that sun and I thought, wow, this is the most... Don't whine if your shopping center declines because, it's just so miserable. Like where I go, there's like 2 parking places with shade, and if I can, I try to get one, and that is all the flipping shade in the whole damn place. It's that bad. And you're trying to attract people to spend money in your shopping center. So, and I see the people out here begging out in the sun day after day, and I was in a different city, and I saw some street people who had been subjected to some sun probably all summer, and they look so bad. Like the guy that I gave the soup to. Number one is stay out of the sun and the wind and the rain. You want to stay dry. You want to get that in your mind. Like even your car, it's so much better to park it in a garage or a parking space or a carport. Also, if you are living outside, God forbid, if you can find a carport, you can get away with it. Or if you find some like little place where that's not like dirty, some like cement type little like structure that you can get inside. In the shopping center I shop in, there's like a place, and it smells like urine. It's disgusting. You wouldn't want to get into that. So you want to give that some thought. And another important thing is like you need to find like park or like the beach that has restrooms so you can take a bath. One good thing about the beach, you can run and get in the beach and you can stay clean. I told my followers, but I have a lot of new followers, that my friend was older and she was like getting unemployable. This has always been this way. So she got a job as a caregiver, and the lady had both legs amputated, and it started out with an infection in her heel when she went to Tijuana. So you need to find a public restroom where you can like wash out your clothes and keep yourself clean. So those are just some of the stuff I came up with. I will be coming up with more. So put it in your mind, what would I do if I was homeless? What will I do if a depression is coming? And if you guys have any good comments, that would be super duper. We would like to hear them. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.